Hello everyone and welcome to Matt's Magic Detail Tech, home of the Pad King brand of advanced design superior polishing pads. I am a 32-year detailing industry veteran and with 120,000 hours combined of research and also actual detailing experience on the polisher mostly. I mainly did mid-range to high-end paint correction work and protection, exterior trim, permanent polishing, and a bunch of other things that were a bit more unique, like original patina and some other things. Now, today I'm developing polishing pads, but I wanted to explain my duo gloss enhancement method, which was originally called tri-gloss because it was basically involving the use of 3 pads and basically 1, 2 or 3 liquids in the same time frame of using 1 liquid and 1 pad. Now, first thing I want to mention in this video is that my audio quality may not be the greatest. There may be some echo there. I did actually recently purchase a Lark M2 microphone for use for this, but I have plugged it into my phone, my Android phone, and for some reason the receiver is not doing anything. Can't get it to work, so I've got to get some technical support on that from the guys that sell it here in Australia, and either have that fixed or sorted, or it's something wrong with my phone, or basically that thing is faulty and I'm going to get another one. So I apologise for the audio quality if it's pretty echoey, but doing my best here with what I've got at the moment. So the duo gloss method was designed for me to achieve a superior level of gloss enhancement than what my competitors were, and it wasn't just about showing off or anything like that. It was like, I'm just not happy with being stuck with an orange CCS or white or pink CCS pad or some other intermediate pad that's got some cut and good finish. I want to achieve more cut and better finish than what anybody else could in the same time frame, which is about 1 to 2, 3 hours to do an enhancement, depending on your skill level and what you want to do and how big the car is and all that sort of thing. So what I basically devised was, I went back in 2010, I met a company and I got to know the actual owner of the company, and he became my mentor for 15 years, who's a director of a global chemical company, and makes some very unique. He actually helped make the original System 1 polish and one-step polish, which is basically use the product all the way through, and has gone on to develop another one, which I was using back then and still using today to some degree. So I basically was using all 3 of his abrasive polishing liquids, which are again a single product system, so 1 for hard, 1 for medium, 1 for soft paints, and the last one could be used as a finishing polish on everything, and very unique abrasive technology. And what I would do is I would use his Ultra and his high-tech polish together on 1 pad, then go to have another pad primed, was a level down from that, with his high-tech and his jeweling polish, and the 3rd pad had jeweling polish and his titanium paint sealant there on it as well. And I would basically use 1 pad, the first pad, and do one pass on a Dynabrade rotary to DA adapter unit, which actually fits onto a rotary polisher, or I actually end up putting it onto a flex stone grinder polisher, which is up to 0 to 7,000 RPM and massive amount of torque to where you could push your whole body weight down on it and it wouldn't bog at all. So it gave me tremendous power. Even I was only using it at speed 1 or 2, that was all I needed. So basically that tool, and using slightly stronger pads and softer pads than we would normally use, allowed me to achieve a higher level of enhancement. Now the goal is not to make it so good that you can't sell your 1-step correction, your 2-step and your 3-step corrections, and your show car damp, wet or dry sanding and 3-stage correction services. However, it's not about delivering a certain level of correction. It's about saying, I'm going to improve your car, I'm going to make it a lot better. I might get rid of all the swells, I might get rid of half of them, depending on the paint type and the damage level and the hardness. But I mean, it enabled me to basically use microfiber, wool, and then 2 foams, or microfiber or wool, and then 2 foam pads to basically achieve a better result, or I would just use 3 foams. Now the one downside to this particular method is you want to have now we've got a pad washer with a System 4000, you could use the same pads and go around the whole car. I used to use probably 15-20 pads. I would have 3 foams of 3 different grades, or 1 microfiber or wool and 2 different grades of foam, and I would have them primed, ready to go with product on them, and moistened, ready to go, and all you're doing is you're doing one pass from top to bottom in the working area, and that's it. Grab the next pad, put it on, it's all pre-primed, ready to go, leave the residue on, go again, do the same thing. Grab the third pad, do it again. And by using the Ultra, the high-tech on one pad, the high-tech jeweling on the second, and jeweling and titanium, or just titanium on the last, you have effectively used a compound, virtually something as strong as a compound, a swirl removing polish, a finishing polish, and a sealer, and you just wipe it off and you're done. And you just go around the whole car in 1 or 2 hours and you're done. So with working time, polishing cycles can be anywhere from 30 seconds, 45, 60, 75 seconds, minute and a half, 2 minutes, even longer. With diminishing abrasives, you have to work them through their whole cycle. So what I recommend, if you're someone doing 4 slow arm speed passes or 5 to 8 faster arm speed passes, and you're spending a minute and a half, 2 minutes, if it's 2 minutes, make the first pad that you use 1 minute with a nice slow pass on a DA, which is about a minute, which is basically 5 movements from top to bottom, maybe 6. Grab the next pad, go again. You can move it slightly faster with the second pad if you like, or you can go just as slow. And you've spent, if you're a 2 minute cycle person, you've spent 2 minutes with 2 pads total. So you spent the same time frame, but you've hit it twice with 2 different grades of foam, or microfiber foam or woolen foam. If you're a 1 minute and a half person, make it 45 seconds per pad. If you're a minute, make it 30 seconds. And you'd be surprised at what you can achieve these days with 1 drop of polish or compound or a mixture of 2 different products or more in 30 seconds today. It's quite astonishing what you can do. So in the next video, I'm going to show you some pad combinations of mine and others, and the products you can use, and basically, yeah, the sort of results you should be able to get. And then after that, you'll be able to see me demonstrating it on actually my Toyota 86. All right, thanks for watching, guys. Cheers.